Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fine and safe, keeping your health safe. Good morning, everybody. This is Nasia. Myself, I'll be handling computer science for you. Today's class, we will be starting with a new chapter called Problem Solving Methodology. So, today's chapter is problem solving problem solving methodology. This is one of the important chapters because from your annual exam you will be getting 17 marks questions based on this chapter. The weightage of this chapter is 17 marks. Weightage means from this chapter for your annual exam you will be getting 17 marks from this chapter alone. So this is one of the important chapter and also it is one of the basic chapter which forms a base for the next coming programming in C++ unit. Let's get started and then let us learn what is problem solving methodology. In our day-to-day life, we do come across different types of problems. We face different types of problems, we fight and we come out of those problems. Similarly, what is problem solving methodology is about? So, problem solving, that means when a problem is given, how do we solve it using a computer system? So solving a problem using a computer system, it requires certain steps. So we will be studying those steps in this chapter. So problem solving methodology is a series of steps which are followed to solve a given problem using a computer system. So before actually dealing with that, let me give you one simple example. For example, you imagine a puzzle has been given to you and you have to solve that puzzle. So before even you solve that puzzle, you will just think about how you can go about that and what exactly you can do to get that puzzle solved. So, once the puzzle is given, you immediately don't start finding the solution. We will think about what are the different ways in which that puzzle could be solved. So, we may take a pencil, we'll just try out many different ways and we will try putting many different values and then we try to sort it out. So similarly, when a problem is given and we need to solve that problem using a computer system, we do follow certain procedures or steps. Those steps we will be learning now. So problem solving methodology, as informed earlier, this chapter carries 17 marks from your syllabus. That means for the annual exam, you will be getting questions of 17 marks from this chapter alone. That means if you study this chapter completely, you can score 17 marks. So the weightage I have written here 17 marks. So let's get started and check what are the different methods which are involved in solving a problem using a computer system. So what is problem solving methodology? Problem solving methodology is a series of steps or the procedures that are followed to solve a given problem using a computer system. When a problem is given and it has to be solved with the help of a computer, then we follow these steps. Manually, when we are solving a problem, all human beings, we are gifted with the different level of intelligence, and we have our own intelligence using which we solve the problem. But when we have to solve a problem with the help of a computer, we do follow certain steps. Let us learn what are those steps we need to follow to solve the given problem. So basically there are 8 steps to be followed. So we will be learning each one of them in detail. The first step is problem definition. The next step is analysis. Problem analysis. Then we have algorithms. Flowcharts. Pseudocodes, Pseudo, that is, it is pronounced as pseudocodes. Then is coding. The next problem solving technique is coding. Testing and debugging. Then we have program documentation and maintenance. So these are the 8 techniques we will be learning in this chapter. So these techniques are the problem solving techniques. When a problem is given and that problem has to be solved using a computer system, we do follow these steps. The first step is problem definition. The second step is problem analysis. The third step is algorithms. So we pronounce it as algorithms. The next step is flowcharts. The next step is pseudocodes. Then we have coding. Then testing and debugging. This is testing and debugging. Then we have program documentation and maintenance. Program documentation and maintenance. So in total there are 8 problem solving techniques or problem solving methods or procedures, and we will follow each one of them one after the other. So we begin with problem definition, then we continue with problem analysis, next comes algorithms, then comes flowcharts, then comes pseudocodes, then we have coding, then we have testing and debugging, program documentation and maintenance. So these are the 8 steps let us begin with the first step, that is problem definition. So these are the problem solving techniques which are used to solve a given problem using a computer system. Let us start with the first problem solving technique, that is problem definition. The next problem solving technique is analysis, algorithms, flowcharts, pseudocodes, coding, testing and debugging, program maintenance and documentation. Let's start with the first problem solving technique, that is problem definition. So what is problem definition? Before solving the given problem, first we need to understand what exactly the problem is. Without knowing the problem, what exactly it is, even if you find the solution, it could be wrong as we have not understood what exactly the problem is. So problem definition is nothing but before finding the solution, we will know what is the problem. Understanding the problem. So understanding the problem is the first step. Even when you get a question paper when you are writing an exam, as soon as you get the question paper, first you need to know what are the questions asked, even before writing the answer. Only if you know what are the questions asked, then you can try solving those problems or try writing the answer to the questions asked. If you don't know what exactly is the question, maybe the answer what you are writing may not be relevant. You may start writing irrelevant answers so that you will not get marks. Similarly, when we try to find or when we try to solve a problem, we need to know what exactly the problem is. What is the problem? So basically problem definition is what exactly is the problem. What is the problem that we are going to solve? We need to understand this. Understanding the problem is called problem definition. What is problem definition? Problem definition is understanding what exactly the given problem is, even before solving that. That is called problem definition. So, the first step of problem definition is understanding what exactly the given problem is. Understanding the different requirements of the problem. Requirements in the sense, as we know that when we are solving the problems using a computer, we require there is a input device, there is processing, then the output is generated. So therefore, when we understand the problem, when we get to know what it is, then we have to think about the different requirements of the problem. For example, if I ask you to build or develop a model, say for example photosynthesis, first you have to know what is the problem. That is what exactly you have to do. So you have understood that you have to build a model to represent the process of photosynthesis. Then the next thing is to build up the model, the things required. You will make a list, you will start thinking, so what are the requirements for building that model. So similarly, when a problem is given, first you need to understand the problem and then we need to understand the requirements of the problem. So what exactly is the requirements? The requirements in a sense, what the input is required, so what we have to process and what output we have to generate. So all those things has to be is considered in problem definition. So problem definition means understanding the problem and also understanding the requirements of the problem. So when a problem is given, we need to know what is the problem and then we need to understand or we need to make a list or the requirement list. So what input is required and what exactly we have to do, then what output is expected. All those things are problem definition. You are not finding the solution. You are just first when the problem is given, you are understanding that problem in various requirements or what exactly the problem is. And that step is called problem definition. Hope you have understood problem definition. Problem definition is the first step towards problem solving. So problem definition is understanding the problem. What exactly is the problem? So you are not finding the solution. First you have to understand. And also we need to understand in terms of various requirements. What are the different requirements to solve this problem? What input is in terms of computer? Manually there may be a different issue, but when it comes to a computer, the main things is input, processing and output. So we need to think the problem in terms of the input requirement, what processing is required and also what output is expected. So what output has to be generated. So this is about problem definition. Hope you have understood this. Next we will proceed with the next topic, that is problem analysis. The next topic is problem analysis. The next problem solving technique is problem analysis. The first step is you have to understand what is the problem. Once you have understood the problem, the next step is we will think about how we can solve this problem. How this problem can be solved. What are the different ways I can use? What are the different procedures which I can use to solve this problem? So, problem analysis is, once we have understood the problem, the next step is we will start thinking how the problem can be solved. We analyze the problem. We start analyzing. So basically here we think about how the given problem can be solved. So what are the different ways? So how efficiently I can do it? So what are the different ways in which I can solve the given problem? That is called analysis. So problem analysis is basically thinking or analyzing the problem. Analyzing as to how we can go about this problem. How we can solve this problem. That is called problem analysis. So problem analysis is analyzing the given problem, and that is in terms of we start thinking how we can get a solution to this problem. How the given problem can be solved. That is problem analysis. So problem analysis is understanding. First step is we understand what is the problem. The next step is we will analyze as to how we can solve this problem. How the given problem can be solved. So this is called problem analysis. The next step is writing algorithms. The third step is algorithms. The next step is writing algorithms. What is algorithm? So algorithm was invented by a famous Arabic poet and mathematician Abu al-Jafar Khwarizmi. Algorithm was invented by, it is named after his inventor, that is Muhammad Abu al-Jafar Khwarizmi, who was an Arabic poet and mathematician. So you can see here algorithms is derived from the name of its founder. So algorithm in 9th century, an Arabic poet and mathematician, he developed a process of writing steps, and that is known as algorithm. Algorithm is named after Muhammad Abu al-Jafar Khwarizmi. So he invented algorithms. Let us see what algorithms are. So algorithm is nothing but writing steps. For what? So we write steps to solve the given problem. Most of you in mathematics exam or many other exams, you will draw a column, one column towards right, where first you try out, so you will have some rough work done there, and then when you are very sure, the same steps you would follow or write in the answer script. Some of you may also have a habit of trying out the given problem by writing steps on the question paper. So before writing it onto the answer paper, that is, we are just trying to find the solution. Before actually writing the answer, we just try out some steps. Similarly, when a problem, we have, first thing is we need to understand the problem. Next is we need to think about how we can solve the given problem, how we can solve it. The next step is we have to write the steps required to solve the given problem. The process of writing steps required to solve the given problem is called algorithms. Algorithm is also called as a step-by-step procedure written to solve the given problem. So algorithm is also called as step-by-step solution to the given problem. So algorithm, it is named after Muhammad Abu al-Jafar Khwarizmi. He is the person, he is the Arabic poet and mathematician of 9th century. He invented this technique. What is this technique? This is nothing but we are just writing the steps required to solve the given problem. So, some of you, I'll just give you one live example. Some of you might have written steps by making a column in the answer sheet and you do the rough work. Some might have written on the question paper. It depends upon us. Depends upon each individual. Here, algorithm means writing steps. But when we are writing steps, we need to follow certain procedure, certain standard format. So, algorithm is no doubt it is writing steps required to solve the given problem. But these steps are to be written in a standard format. A procedure is followed to write, and that is called algorithm. So, algorithm is a process of writing steps required to solve the given problem in a systematic order. So, algorithm, it is also called step-by-step solution to the given problem. Step-by-step solution to the given problem. Or algorithm is we write the steps required to solve the given problem, and these steps are written in a systematic order. Systematic order has to be followed while writing algorithms. So, algorithm is a process, it is a process of writing steps. So, why we are writing steps? It's a process of writing steps required to solve the given problem. So, algorithm is a process of writing steps required to solve the given problem in a systematic order. So, there is a process or a system or a procedure followed while writing these steps. I will be teaching you, we will be learning in coming topics how to write the algorithms. So, let me repeat what is algorithm. Algorithm is invented by a famous Arabic poet and mathematician called Abu al-Jafar Khwarizmi, and this is named, algorithms are named after him. Algorithms are the step-by-step procedure written to solve the given problem. Therefore, it is also called step-by-step solution to the given problem. So, while writing, it is nothing but we are writing steps to solve the problem. While writing steps, we need to follow a systematic order or a particular format in which we write. So, therefore, we say algorithm is a process of writing steps required to solve the given problem in a systematic order. Let us see what is the systematic order, how we follow the systematic order to write the algorithms. Hope you have understood algorithms. So now we will be learning how to write algorithms. So this is about, in this session, the definition of algorithm. Next class we will be learning how we can write our own algorithms. What is the procedure we will be following? How we can develop different algorithms to solve different types of problems.